Hello. Good afternoon. Having tea this evening. Hello, Patricia, Dim Wicket, and Miss Gecko. Hello. All right. We'll be continuing progress on our priest here. We had almost finished the pauldron, so let's get that done so this can be baked. And while it's cooking, we will work on the staff. No time to spare. Hey, how you doing there, Fenrir? Okay, that's where we left off, right here. Cutting the perimeter. It's just gone midnight and drinking gavi. Oh boy. I'm one of those people. I can kind of drink coffee all the way till bedtime. Doesn't really keep me awake. Of course, I try not to do that, but you know, sometimes you just gotta give in. Gladiator tank, nice. From Battle Tanks, that Gladiator. I used to love that game. Me and my brothers would binge play it pretty heavily. Coffee, all you drink. Yeah. From Warhammer. Oh. Goliath Online. Hello, Mr. Clayton. How you doing? Hey, thanks, Corrupted Fantasy. Hey. I don't know. Who knows? I suppose the internet has never really worked that way. Not enough dancing around or something. I was thinking of doing this, but it's not encouraging. Well, to be fair, YouTube is new for me. Definitely get a bigger audience over on Twitch. I think YouTube. I think I've only been doing the lives on YouTube for like a year. And YouTube is definitely more geared towards long form content, which I don't really make a lot of. Don't be discouraged, friend. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Okay. It's starting to look pretty good. Twitch is much better than YouTube, if you're honest, as you started watching from over there. Yeah, I mean, YouTube's just not really... I mean, it just doesn't seem... At least, I don't really watch it for live content. It's not like the easiest place to browse around for live content. Like Twitch is more geared towards, you know. You're basically like whatever comes on. It's like it's all algorithm driven. You know, people just watch what's served to them, essentially. But I know there's a wider audience to reach over on YouTube. There's a lot of people that, you know, don't even know Twitch even exists, or they know Twitch exists, but they don't think there's, you know, this type of stuff on there. I'm going to get lucky today. I'll be catching lots of fish. Hey.
It's good to see you home safe, sir. Red heart emoji.
It's good to be back, man. Thank you so much for the support there, Mr. Fenrir. I always appreciate that. Thank you, very kind. Appreciate it there, my friend. It's a fish to catch, that's right. Fish are not going to catch themselves. Okay. I'll add a little bit of texturing here. A few little scratches and
closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not even cost a dime.
Captain Scoliosis, thank you very much for the 4 months of support. I appreciate that. Thanks for sticking with me, friend. I'm the only streamer you follow that starts early in the morning. Helps you stay sane with your job. There you go. Working and lurking. I very much enjoy getting up early. Getting that early start to the day. Definitely wouldn't get as much work done per day if I didn't start early. No way. Glad to join you on your working escapade. 5:20 every weekday. Oh, geez. I'm not up that early, but I get up at 7. Oh, thank you, Soda, dude. Appreciate it, man. Let's find this piece. Around here somewhere. Missing a part. Oh, right there. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I mean, really, it's a matter of when you go to bed that determines if waking up that early is painful or not, right? As long as you go to bed at a good time, then it's not so bad, I'm sure. 3:50 a.m. Oh my goodness. Crazy. You're crazy, soldier, dude. Anus. How you doing? That part goes right there. We need to sculpt this part over here too. I think I'll try to do that before we bake it. Just need to duplicate what's happening here. But first we need to remove the hand. This one's a little bit tighter of a fit. Yeah. 9 p.m. Yeah, I mean, you gotta definitely. Man, sometimes I'm in bed at 9 p.m. and I wake up at 7. Crazy. You're crazy, sir. Went to bed at 7 last night. Such a geezer. There we go. Okay, so I got the wire coming out through here so we can kind of make the door. Let's paint on another layer of the C1 separator just in case. Don't want nothing sticking. Let this dry. And we'll work on this while that dries. We sculpt this part, and then we bake those two parts. Then we duplicate this pauldron to the other side, and then we're doing good, doing very good. Okay. Let me get the weapon pulled up here. What is the name of this weapon? What is your name, weapon? Yeah. Reverse Google search this. Hey. Wonderful. My pleasure, soldier dude. Glad to be of service, friend. Oh. Freeform. Save as. Okay, now I can reverse Google image search. This photo of the staff. Perhaps it will tell us. I'd found it before. Bunch of other staves, not even close. Anybody confident with their World of Warcraft staff knowledge? This is the staff here in question. Anybody know which one that one is? I do not have encyclopedic knowledge of WoW. One job, Captain Scoliosis. One job. You had one job. Nothing really comes up with the... the branch of Aviana. Aha. AI has prevailed. Thank you. Wait, no, that's not it. It's not even close. What kind of AI are you? Leading me astray. Distant Land. What, that's the name of it? Staff of Distant Land? Okay, let me look it up. Let's see, weapon. Distant. No, that's definitely not it. Wrong again, Google. So interesting how sometimes how it struggles with certain things. Let me refine my snipping tool here and see if I can get a better... Oh, oops, as I just closed the window on accident. I don't have a lot of information or reference with this particular client because he had to be really secretive about how he obtained her favorite outfit, so it wasn't like he could ask like a million questions. I was lucky to get the screenshots. Goes to another snipping tool here. Freeform. I'll do a better outline job here. Much closer. Yeah. Okay, now we reverse image search this again with a better crop picture. Maybe, aha, now we got it. Arcus, great staff of Antonadius. There we go. Oh, found it. Success. Arcus. Found it. All right. Okay, so we got that going on at the top. Suppose we'll kind of go down the handle. All right. Now we've gotten somewhere. Whoop. Ah. Could do the handle part. Or we do the bottom first. Let's see. One, two. Be two of these lengths to the bottom, so. One, two. Yeah, that's about right. Don't have a marker. Just take a blob of clay and mark it. Hello, loose noodle. How you doing? Let's add some clay glue and we'll get to sculpting this handle. We'll sculpt the handle, bake it, and then do the bottom piece. So a separate layer. Eating and working. That basically sums life up right there, huh? Sure. And yet the most important parts are all those moments in between those two things. Lesson go well? Yes. My student is in a crunch time. He has a deadline project as well. It's for a gift. And he's doing really good, man. It's really really next level work. And it's all painting right now, painting lessons. He's doing very well. You do the lyric, okay. Do it. Okay, let's see, let's do another piece on the other side. Hello, Kovic. Just blending away our seam line. And we can start to shape the handle. This can be one of the more difficult things to do, to cover a piece of wire with a equally sized piece of clay to make a nice uniform handle. It can be a challenge, but it's all about the approach. Now we try to even it out here. Difficult. Tempted to roll it on the table. Very carefully. Move the box. Agui. Saying that right? Hello, Agui. Seems to be more consistent. So we did the midpoint halfway. It should be right about there. Let us measure. Enough. And not too bad. A little bit more over. Should be like there. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Pretty close though. There we go. And this part is wood. Flares up a little bit on the end here. We do wood grain. Obi-Wan. How you doing? Obi-Wan Kenobi. I haven't heard that name for a long time. Why is the tea always gone? Right. Looking good. Let's see. I'm gonna do the next step, but first let me go refill my beverage. I'll be right back. right. Gotta brew some fresh coffee. Sorry about that. Worth the wait. Okay. Have the lid right here, just like we did on the other side. Oh, yes. Yes, they've been through a lot. Certainly not fit for surgical implementation anymore. Thundarian, hello. Good day to you, Thundarian. Right there. It's about the halfway point. There. Oh, I bet. Yeah. So, this particular one is a surgical instrument that was gifted to me by somebody who worked in a surgical instrument cleaning facility. So, it's one of my favorite tools. And, yeah, I mean, you could just tell the metal they're made out of is just really good stuff. But, even the places that have the ability to clean them, they only will do it so many times before they, even though the tool is perfectly fine, they just pitch them pretty much. Probably $200 tool just gets tossed in the trash. I shall have it, it shall be mine. The affairs of the cnotbusch kingdom, not too shabby. The missus is feeling ill. It's kind of a bug going around. So far, I'm unaffected. Other than that, everything's in order. Yeah, I know of that disease. It's not a great, not a good one. Prion. I think I watched a video recently where some medical person was talking about like the disease they like fear the most, and that was prion disease. Doesn't it like infiltrate your brain? Start like warping the way you think and stuff. Does a bunch of crazy stuff. There's no treatment for it, really. All the things out there in the world that's trying to get us every day. Makes being thankful to get through a day, still being here and healthy, something to be very thankful for. Humor, yes. I keep my humors well balanced. I drank 3 cups of black bile just to keep things in check before stream. Misfolded proteins. Basically, once it infiltrates your system, like you can't, doesn't it reprogram the way your body makes proteins? You're done, yeah. Well, we're all done. We're all living a death sentence, right? It's just a matter of when. Some faster than others. Nobody gets out of life alive. He worked in outpatient neurology and saw firsthand what degenerative brain disease does. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy stuff. The type of dragon I want to face. Although nobody does. Nobody chooses their battles. Oh yes. She be ready. My facilities can handle it. Yeah, I've seen videos of him. It's pretty crazy. I always wonder what the perspective of the person is. Like it's gotta be a surreal thought life for somebody going through such a thing. Totally warped perspective of reality. I wonder how aware of the circumstance they are. Or are they just living in some sort of like hazy, it's like what do they call that, like a hazy purgatory mind space. The land in between. Mm. Now that's something I have witnessed. Death causing a fallout of almost like vulturism. People just like transform into vultures all of a sudden. Like the Skeksis. Over the death of a family member's remaining estate. So I think it's a very common story, actually. Unfortunately. Yeah, can be very, very well the only thing stopping your remaining family from consuming itself. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool until you become the next Frankenstein monster. You guys see that new the new one on Netflix? I haven't finished it, but so far it's really good. Cadaver invoices, huh? How much for a cadaver? Is there different qualities and rarities of cadaver? I wonder. Wasn't affordable. Yeah, but takes a lot of work to grow a cadaver to full maturity. Yeah, I don't think that's good either. I think buried in a nice cardboard box is ideal. I tell you what, man, if you've ever had a dog that you've buried in your own garden, the amount of life that comes from that spot of the garden afterwards is pretty significant. I buried Sadie in the garden, and the spot I buried her, I planted a bunch of marigolds. I also planted marigolds elsewhere in the garden, but that particular spot bloomed very, very big and was blooming the longest. Like, significant difference. It's absolute rampant growth. That is the way, the natural order of things. Used to be commonplace to bury your family members on your land. I think graveyards became more commonplace, at least in the States. Was it World War I or World War II? I can't remember. I think I saw a company that was doing that, turning people into plant food. Basically composting people's bodies. Throw you in a bin with some wood chips. That'll do you. Maybe some leaves and grass clippings. Some banana peels from the kitchen. Stiff. Make a few Necronomicons out of you. Book. Oh, book. Hey, Dinosaurus. Glad to have you here. Why can't I weld two femurs together for a cane? A true creative mind sees everything as tools and materials. Everything. No exceptions. Empty husk. It is kind of crazy how you have to be burdened with the thought of disposing your own corpse. We can't even get that for free. Can't I just lay on the side of the road like a raccoon? Let some guy in a truck shovel me to the side of the road, and there we go. Wipe my hands clean. No burden. No financial burden needed. Bring out your dead. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have to pay nothing. What the heck? What kind of scam is this? Funeral industrial account. Oh man, it is a big business. Think about it. What a huge business that is. Every single customer emotionally unstable. Perfect. The perfect scandal. So easy to sell old Miss Martha on a $10,000 coffin when she's emotionally unstable from the loss of her true love. Business that will never end. Always have customers. I need more coffee. I'll be right back. Dang, Krusty, you sure been following me around for a while. Just a little bit of time there. Oh, yeah. Body snatches. honestly care less what happens to my shell when I depart from it. They weren't thinking that far ahead. Maybe they thought they'd make enough money to deal with the problem down the road or something. That's tomorrow me's problem. Mm. Must have been a surreal experience for the person that had to go find another job because they like, well, I guess I have to look for another job now that I've turned them in. Imagine going to the next job interview and they're asking about previous employment and wanting to call your previous employer, to confirm details. Well, actually, reason for leaving previous job. Previous boss was hoarding corpses. And I ratted them out to the police. Very well, you go. Welcome aboard. Grizzly found a corpse at your job? Oh, yeah? What kind of job? Oh, geez. Well, that's, that must have been, an image burned into your mind for the rest of your life. Production specialist, okay. So you're overseeing the pork production and saw something funny in the feed lot. Something's different today. can't quite put my finger on it. Yeah, right. Ah, I see. Okay. Making sure the efficiency specialist. You're the guy everyone it's like, ooh, when you're walking through the facility. Hurry up, look like I'm doing something. The suit with the suits. Grizzlies don't know the suits. Dang, okay, that's quite a roll. That's cool. In Brazil, they use pigs to dissolve human. Yes. Pig is my favorite solvent. I was thinking about switching from isopropyl alcohol to pig. Have a little small pig brush my sculptures for me. Lightly dissolve the clay. Cost pork. Which solvent do I use? Are you from Brazil, Krusty? Oh, I believe that for sure. I mean, I watch a lot of homesteader content, and I never see pigs wallowing in mud. I'm like an open kind of prairie type setting. They like to root. They like to root, digging for roots and stuff under the dirt. Do I only do fantasy sculptures? No, I do. I'm currently working on a military realism piece. An anime character. I have a likeness bust that we'll be working on soon. Of an actual person. Oh, interesting, Grizzly. What region of the States are you from? Minnesota. Oh, wow. It's quite a ways to go to work on a big farm. Oh, yeah, I could see that, Grizzly. They have to protect their pale complexion. Wear a barrel. Yeah. I wouldn't want to get rended by a angry pig mom. Pig rend. Quite a crazy world we live in. These angular spikes. Yeah, pig is definitely cheaper. Yeah, beef has gotten pretty expensive. I watch those prices pretty closely. I cooked some country ribs on the grill for like 2 hours over the weekend. It was super good, man. That's not a bad cut of meat price wise for beef. But you gotta cook it right. Otherwise it's too tough. Hey, how you doing there, Luna? Oh, thank you. Wingardium Leviosa. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially when grilling, there's certain cuts of beef where if you cook it too long, it becomes tough and chewy. And other cuts, if you don't cook it long enough, it's tough and chewy. So you got to know your cuts. Definitely learned that the hard way. I used to buy the beef country ribs and tried everything I could to like cook them like a normal steak, and I just couldn't get it. And the only time it actually turned out good was when I accidentally cooked it too long. But I just never really made that connection. I tried like tenderizing it with like acid and stuff like that. Just nothing really worked. Not consistently anyways. Sometimes it would work, but Easiest thing to not mess up on the grill is like chicken thighs. That'd be a good place to start if you're getting into barbecue. Cooking on a charcoal grill. Gotta remove the membranes. The like silver skin on the bottom side. I'd like to get better at start doing briskets, because that's the best cost per pound when it comes to beef, usually. One time I tried an oven brisket and failed miserably. I used to buy briskets, whole briskets to use to make homemade dog food. And I had bought a brisket right before Sadie had passed. And there's no way our little dog was going to eat through a whole brisket. So we had to, I decided to try to cook it, oven cooking it. I did a lot of learning, that's about it. Does Emma still talk about Sadie? Oh yeah, she does. Mm-hmm. She still remembers Sadie. She helped me bury her when she had passed away. But she was not sad when Sadie passed away. She's actually very supportive of me and Ina, which was definitely interesting. Making us little drawings to help us feel better, and she wasn't sad about it even a little bit. Yeah. Good price for the meat, not so much for the resources to cook it, right? Sensitivist. How big of words you use, my daughter. Very nice. You'll make your papa proud. We learned about ecosystems today, and the three pillars of an ecosystem: producers, consumers, and decomposers. Quite big words for a 5-year-old.
Noble ally, please accept these treasures as a gift for your unwavering service to the kingdom.
Ah, we got you, Varro. Dragged you in here with my clickbait. Yeah, we're not working on anything of the sort, actually. Trying to get all you WoW nerds in here. It's working. That is working. Hey, thank you so much, man. Thank you for this 56 months of support. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. One-eyed eyes. Okay. Be our first wisdom of the evening, too. Not uncommon for evenings. Even dragons must rest their wings. Pause your quest and breathe. That's right. Decomposer category. You consume only dead things and assist in breaking them down. Have you found yourself gnawing on some dried leaves lately, Hyperbore? Maybe. Chewing on an old mossy log, perhaps. But I just started. I'll take a break. Yeah, take a break. Even dragons must take a break. So should you. Producers, consumers, and decomposers. I wonder if we could break humanity into these three categories as well. Maybe with like, I could see with online content, we could probably categorize everyone into those three categories: producers, consumers, and decomposers. Onions. I never watched that. I think I was on my list of things to watch, the Cowboy Bebop. Anybody watch man, what's it called? What's the cooking show? Not the cooking show, the Delicious in Dungeon. Anybody watch that? That was one I kind of avoided for a long time, but me and the missus watched it while we were in Germany. Man, that's such an awesome show. I really hope they continue. If you're into D&D at all, you gotta watch Delicious in Dungeon. Yeah, trust me. Give it a chance. Watch at least a couple episodes, at least until you meet the dwarf character. Okay, then it gets really fun. It's on Netflix. Pretty sure. Delicious in Dungeon. It's got an anime style, but it's all about dungeons and basically it's a party that starts eating monsters. So they start cooking monsters at like fine dining cuisine, and there's like certain characters that are super passionate about it. It's fun. It really is fun. Didn't understand the dragon. What do you mean? What about the dragon? The red dragon? Well, I mean, it was a black magic misfire, if you will. Yeah, I don't want to say too much, but for those that haven't seen it. It's always a bummer when you find something you really enjoy and then it's like not fully finished. So you're just hoping that they eventually will finish it. Seems like all the really good stuff that you like, though, they don't continue and do another season. I never watched it either. Is that one they canceled? Good to know. I'm not even gonna get invested. Man, what was that? There was this one show that was like left you hanging like on the biggest cliffhanger, and then they canceled it. What was that one? Hold on. It was like aliens came to planet Earth, and they were like humans were living on this like tiered compound system where they were like the aliens were in control, but they like worked through like executive humans. And what's that called? No, not Tom Cruise. It had the guy from Lost, the bad guy. What's his face? Guy from Lost. Bad guy. What was his name? No, not the Man in Black. Who was the first bad guy? Sawyer, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, who was Sawyer? Let's see. Sawyer from Lost. Yeah, James Ford was the guy's. What's the actor's name? Okay, what's that? Josh Holloway. Shows. Josh Holloway played in Colony. That's what it was. Ha! Figured it out. That one was so good. I was so invested in that one, and they just like straight up left this epic cliffhanger at the end of the season, and they're like, nope, not doing it. What a bummer. Such a good one. Josh. I think how many seasons it was 2016 to 2018. 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number of seasons 3. Yeah. Get to like this epic build-up at the end of season 3, and then they're just like, haha, now you'll never know. Unfinished. Left wide open, not even a single loop closed. You know what another one we like, me and the missus really liked? It was the satirical Viking show that they didn't continue, but man, we really enjoyed that one too. What was it? Norseman. That was the one, yeah, Norseman. Really enjoyed that one. That was another one they didn't continue, but it was good. Some good laughs. Or they pull a Game of Thrones and get ahead of the original story and totally botch it. Now if the book ever does get finished. Or did the authors, wasn't he like on his deathbed or something? I don't remember. I was pretty sad about the Game of Thrones ending. It was very much anticlimactic. It was a letdown for sure. He's fine, just old. So he probably will finish it, and then then we can use AI to redo the last season. So we can still have the other actors, all the actors involved. Probably by then we could do that. What's the second one, Clayton? Sopranos? Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Yeah. I have like phases where I don't even watch TV, movies or shows or nothing, and then I have like these like rediscovery phases where I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't checked this in a long time, and then there's like all this new stuff.
To a land of great deeds and bravery. Thanks be to our recruiter for their wise choice.
Mike from accounting. Hey, Anonymous, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Anonymous. Whoever you may be. Taking care of Mike from accounting. That's good. Good on you. Good old Mike. Yeah, I mean, I definitely watch like Twitch and YouTube way more than normal, like Netflix and stuff. Any suggestions for learning to sculpt medium length flowing hair? Well, just remember the length of your tool strokes or the length of your lines kind of displays the length of the hair. And then it's just trying to get those natural ends to kind of swoop away from the main kind of body of the hair. You know, you do your Lego hair. Usually like medium length hair has like a part or something in the middle, a side part or a middle part. So you just kind of clearly define that. And I find once you kind of figure out the parting line, you can kind of figure out where the hair kind of comes from. If you keep the flow of the lines relatively straight, and then kind of add in the curls and the twists and the overlapping, almost like after you do all these straight parallel lines, it could be a lot easier to kind of figure out. You know, because like there's layers, so like not all the hair starts here and ends here. There's some hair that ends kind of further up, and you would go like this, and you would kind of pull those out like that, you know. And then you have to go in and reestablish our lines here. Any thoughts on how I'm going to accomplish the curls in my future piece? In a very similar manner, but of course, different set of rules. Just by kind of meticulously defining what's actually happening. And then see, you know, then we can kind of move these over and add more of like these kind of sway and flow. But yeah, starting with relatively straight lines and then kind of going back in and adding this like flowiness to it. Instead of trying to do the flowiness, you know, like from the get-go, just start off with straight lines and then kind of add that in or work that in. It's going to be up in the air like he's falling. Okay. Just try to figure out and define where the like bodies of the hair kind of go, you know. I mean, you could do something like that where you just kind of like create the hair texture and then shape it into position. And then bake it and then come from the underside with like another layer or something. Yeah, I don't know. You know, sometimes I don't really like the, you know, like those almost like Goku hair pieces. And then you're trying to texture those. It's a pain in the butt, really is. I'm not sure if it's the best way to go about that. Because then you're battling getting texture onto that shape, right? I think it'd almost be better to do like something more like this. Add in our texture nice and straight. Yeah, Deagle, I'm gonna be for sure pioneering the technique for those type of curls on that piece. That'll be a portion of discovery. We are back from Germany, yeah, and then we go like this and like roll this, and then you have this like kind of flowing bit of hair. Textured all the way around, and then kind of you attach that in position, and then kind of redo the roots, you know, once you've got it smoothed into place. maybe work it a little bit more. Paint it with clay glue, of course. This type of fragileness. I mean, that can turn out pretty good. So you're like, so that way you don't have to sculpt the underside and the, you know, few things, yeah. Here's one of those things, man. I think you can always, just always different ways to do it. A lot of people don't render hair this way because of limitations of material, but with cast clay, we're able to get away with it. But definitely paint the clay glue onto this. Either you bake it and then you do the clay glue after it's baked. Sometimes that's easier than trying to do it now when it's like moving around too much. Where you bake it, lock it in, and then paint the clay glue and then bake it again. So. Lots of hair. Can't see here. I appreciate your confidence, Deagle. I shall try my best. Yes. I have a pretty strong natural grip strength that like I'm not even aware of it. I have to be careful when I hold like thinner glasses because like breaking glasses in my hand just by holding them on accident. Definitely happens. Little arc. Yes. The exclamation point is upside down. Titan in the game soundtrack industry, for sure. It calls, beckons for you. I'm gonna brush this wooden handle with some alcohol here. %? I think so. Surprisingly, there's a big difference between 99% and 91%. Because I had 99% out in Germany, and it's just too intense, hard to handle. Still got the job done, but maybe it'd be smart to have like using different percentages for different reasons or something. Hey, nice, Varl. There you go. Get back on that horse, man. Okay, so I think I'm gonna bake both of these, the weapon and the main character, to lock in that shoulder, and then then we'll pick things back up tomorrow. We'll finish off the staff, and we'll duplicate the pauldron, and then sculpt the second kind of wrist cuff tomorrow. That's our mission. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this evening. I am defeated. It's been a long, productive day. Ready to get some rest. And, where do I get my what? My FO? Good night, everybody. Fiber optic. For the sculpture. I don't know if I have a one particular source. I think I just ordered it on Amazon. I got some from the place I get my lights from, the LED lights, but it's more cost effective to get it in like a bigger bulk from another source. So I just kind of look it up based on diameter, get a few different diameters. I believe I got this from just from Amazon. It's not hard to find. There's a lot of fiber optic out there. But yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. It's been a pleasant kickoff start to the week here. Sculpted the handle to the staff and one of the pauldrons. Not bad. Good progress today. I could see possibly getting into doing the hair tomorrow. After that, it's like the hair, the tail, lighting, base, done. Okay, let's see. Let's find someone to raid. I'll be back on tomorrow morning, bright and early. (8 a.m. Central Time. Hope to see you all then. I'll drop you guys off with Doom Fruit doing some illustration. Well, there's a lot of good ones on tonight. Yeah, we'll do Doom Fruit. It's been a while. Okay. Here we go. Have a good night, everybody. Till next time. Bye-bye.